everyone, it's me Selena from Vintage Gaudi. Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel and welcome to this sort of in-between YouTube video. I choose to do this in-between video because I do have an announcement to make. You probably have read it in the title already, but I'm so excited to announce that I have launched my very first online shop for secondhand toys. So that is super exciting for me. The concept and etc. I all built from scratch with help of like a web hosting page or so. But I put a lot of effort in this homepage, and I thought I have to do a video to inform you actually, because maybe in one of the previous videos I have mentioned a little bit I will put this and that on my shop and so on, but I really didn't make a introduction video for my online shop, and here it is. So I definitely want to inform you that I have created an online shop which is called timelesstoys.ch, or in German timelesstoys.ch, which is located in Switzerland, where I'm actually living right now. So I have prepared some questions that might be interesting for you, or you might want to ask me actually about my shop. So the first question is, so are you a reseller now, huh? Well, there are many ways to describe a reseller. So there are resellers who go to flea markets, free stores, or shopping online to make an actual profit on the products. So they just go there. They probably don't keep much for themselves as a collector, but the most of it they buy cheap and will sell for an expensive price. So in that term, I'm not a reseller, but I sell some toys that I might find that I don't want to keep, plus I sell also stuff from my personal collection. First of all, what makes me not that profit orientated type of reseller is actually the hosting fees for my online shop. So I have to pay 300 Swiss francs per year. 300 Swiss francs per year just for the hosting of this website. Fair enough, I can get all the tools, I get like help if I need some and so on. So I think price-wise it is okay, but still is expensive. That means I first need to sell stuff in the value of 300 Swiss francs just to break even. So keep that in mind. And I don't have the things that are values hundreds of Swiss francs. I do have secondhand toys who are used, maybe not in the best condition, maybe a little damaged or so, and I can sell them for like 2 or 5 Swiss francs. So you can do the mathematics, how much I need to sell actually to break even with this shop. So my first goal, and my probably only goal, is actually to break even. This is an extremely high cost to run this homepage actually. Which also leads me a little bit to the question, if now this is the first year, so I first need to introduce myself into the market, I first need to make me visible in the market. And so that is the first year. Of course, in the first year I cannot expect to break even, but in the 2 or the 3rd year I must do that actually, because otherwise I pay on top of it and I don't like to lose money actually. So yeah, what I will keep open actually for myself is when within the years my shop, or I cannot cover these fees actually, I will also keep open to close then the online shop. So this is sort of an experiment that I wanted to do, and if it doesn't run that well, I will also close it. So that is what I have to make myself also sure. If you don't get break even with that hosting fees, I will also close it. Now, coming back to the reseller topic as well, as I mentioned before, I have to cover the fees. Plus, there are costs that are not including actually in the price of the toys. For example, cleaning costs. A lot of toys, specifically the ponies and the Barbies, I will clean them. Sometimes also the Barbie fashion. So that is work that I have, but that work you don't see in the price actually. So that is a thing. Then we have cost of storage actually. We have costs of time spending doing photos, because I need to do sort of professional photos so it looks good on the shop. That is also things that are not in the price actually. So basically I'm working for free for my shop right now. As I mentioned, cleaning costs, storage costs, product photos costs, the cost on description. So all of my shop products got a really long description of maybe damages, or maybe there are color stains, or sometimes also a little bit background informations, like budget line dolls, that when they buy it and the doll hands or arms doesn't move to the side, that is actually on purpose and not my fault. So I need to make sure that I write everything in the description, also to protect myself against like any lawsuits or so, because then some people might come up on the idea you sold me a toy that is not working, and instead it was like from factory like that. So a lot of law stuff I have also to, or I had to go really deep into what do I have, what are the rules that I need to do for my online shop, that I need to keep actually to put online. So that is all things that are not covered into the price. If you are just saying on top, or like if you are thinking just on resellers, then you think, yeah, you are a reseller. But if you go deep dive into it, then you see the lot of amount of costs in there, and so you maybe think I'm not really a reseller, I'm just someone who wants to get rid of stuff that I have, and or that I have duplicate or so. So it is up to you to say if I'm a reseller or not. I myself don't consider a reseller in a particular way to do a real big profit and to live from it, but I'm a sort of a reseller because I resell toys. So it is up to you what you want to think about me as now an online shop owner. Next question is, why did you open actually an online shop? So I had this thought for many years actually. I think it came up in 2024, was like just a little bit flying in my head, you should open a shop. In 2025 it got a little bit more intense, that feeling or that thought in my head, and I was still thinking, no, I don't want to do that because that's extra costs, extra stress and so on, because dealing with customers and so on, I'm not ready to do that. Also because I already had once an online shop, not for toys, but many years back I had an online shop running for more than 5 years, I guess, so pretty much 5 years, for guinea pig supplies. So I was back then, I had guinea pigs, and I made self-made like tunnels for guinea pigs, some self-made houses and so on. So and I sold or had this online shop. So I know for a fact how stressful it can be as an online shop owner and small business owner. So I was in 2025 thinking, do I want to do this extra stress? I don't know. But then something happens in December 2025. We had 2 weeks off, so we had 2 weeks vacation, and then I went through all of my collection and I thought I just have too much, I need to get rid of it, and I started getting rid of them like on the regular home pages in Switzerland. So in Switzerland we have Ricardo, we have Tutti, and we have Anibis, which are the most known secondhand markets. But still there it was like I couldn't sell as much as I have the amount that I want to get rid of. So then the thought of creating an online shop got really deeper and intense. So I really decided to go with an online shop. First of all, I had to do research, which hosting matches my needs actually, which hosting is price-wise, also price and cost wise in the better range. And so I ended up with the one that I have right now, doing this online shop. So that is why initially I want to do an online shop, is to get rid of doubles that I have in my collection, to sell my stuff that I don't want to keep actually. Plus also if I got like lots, specifically for example Barbie lots or My Little Pony lots. As of last year I found so many My Little Ponies. I want to get everything in one page. So like for example on our Swiss auction homepage or our Swiss secondhand markets actually, you need to search specific for what you are looking for. Like, I'm a Barbie collector, I search for Barbie. I'm a pony collector, search for pony. But I wanted to reunite all these things in one homepage. So if that makes sense to you, I don't know. For me it makes sense. So I got like the topics on my homepage, which for example says Barbies, then ponies, then Polly Pockets. I do have also some diddle stuff, I do have books, I do have games, etc. So all the things are like on one homepage, one secondhand homepage, and you can just go to the one topics that interest you the most. So that is what I wanted to do, get everything centered in one homepage as well. Next question might be, to which countries do you actually ship? And here I might get a lot of hate actually, but I'm really sorry, but I only ship to Switzerland and Fürstentum Liechtenstein. I am not shipping to Europe, I'm not shipping to US, I'm not shipping to UK or anything outside of Switzerland and Fürstentum Liechtenstein. Here's the reason why. Shipping outside of Switzerland is tremendously expensive. A box that is, for example, like shipping to Germany or any other European country, shipping a box that is maximum weight is 2 kilos, so 2 kilos, I have to pay at least 40 Swiss francs to ship it. And now, on the other hand, are you willing to pay 40 Swiss francs just in shipping for maybe one doll that costs 5 Swiss francs and maybe one fashion pack that costs 7 Swiss francs? Are you willing to pay that? So I think the wage of it is not valid anymore, or is not here actually. And I think a lot of collectors wouldn't pay that. And plus, not only are the extreme high shipping costs, you must consider Switzerland is not in the European Union. So we are basically in a bubble in Europe, but not in the European Union. Which means everything outside Switzerland, everything that comes in Switzerland, you might have to pay tariffs. So when I ship to Europe or I ship to US or so, you have to keep in mind that maybe there are some tariffs coming on top. And I cannot tell you if it will be or how much it will be, because that depends actually on the ones at the border who control the stuff. So I have no, I cannot tell you how much it will be. So I have no influence on those costs. So them you must keep in mind too. So on your 40 Swiss francs box with, let's say, 5 and 7 Swiss francs items, maybe you have to pay then also tariffs on it. Plus, currency is also an issue. So Switzerland has Swiss francs. All around us in the European Union, they have the euro. So there is the currency difference actually. So when someone is paying me, let's say for PayPal, I'm not offering PayPal, but let's take PayPal as an example. So you send me money. You must change the currency so that I actually get Swiss francs. If you don't do that, then I lose money because you are not changing the currency. So you must keep in mind that me as your seller, so technically I need to get the Swiss francs, because if I don't get the Swiss francs, I use the currency or I lose the currency differences, and that makes it then for me not really nice actually if I have to pay the currency differences. So that are many reasons why I'm not shipping outside of Switzerland and Fürstentum Liechtenstein. Why Fürstentum Liechtenstein? Because Fürstentum Liechtenstein, currency wise and shipping wise, is the same as in Switzerland. So they don't belong. Fürstentum Liechtenstein is an own thing, but they use Swiss francs and they have the same shippings as the shipping companies as Switzerland has. So I can ship there without any losing money. So yeah, these are just the costs financially. Then if you're thinking, oh, you did these trade boxes and all of that, so why don't you ship it then like as a trade box, or you declare them as like a gift? So yes, trade boxes I can ship. but it says in the word trade, I get something in return, right? So I declare trade boxes as gifts because they are gifts actually. I don't get any money back. But as a shop owner, I am not allowed to do that. So in case if they find out I'm doing that, I can get really in troubles. And I don't want that actually for a box that has $2 in there, right? You know what I mean. So that is what I wanted to say. So I'm really, really sorry for those who are thinking, oh, that's really cool, I want to buy from your shop. But no, I just ship to Switzerland. So for the Swiss people and from those of Fürstentum Liechtenstein watching my videos, you can actually buy the stuff. Also, what I want to mention actually, if you are like sad about it and why I'm not doing it and you probably don't understand or so why I'm just shipping to Switzerland, keep in mind Switzerland doesn't have a lot of access to many great things. For example, Switzerland doesn't have Vinted, so we cannot profit from Vinted in any way. So we don't have Vinted. They don't ship to us because it is expensive to ship to Switzerland. And we don't have, for example, Whatnot. So also all from these things we cannot profit. Also, we just have partially access to eBay. So there is eBay, you can kind of use eBay in Switzerland, but not all sellers are shipping to Switzerland due to cost reasons. They have then the same issue. So like they have then the currency differences also, plus high shipping costs. Amazon, not all the things are shipped to Switzerland. So now, keeping in mind, we have a lot, or we don't have actually access to a lot of cool things which I see on other YouTubers. Oh, wow, I got this on Vinted for a really good price. And I'm like, haha, we don't have Vinted. So on the other hand, I might think this might be, my online shop might be also a bonus for Swiss people, considering we don't get a lot of other websites here that we can actually use. This might be a bonus. So yeah, what I want to say shortly, I am just shipping to Switzerland, Fürstentum Liechtenstein, and not outside of the country. And it doesn't help if you write me, oh, can you do an exception or this and that? No, I will not do that. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want any cost that goes on my neck actually that I have to pay because of currency differences or so. So nope, please accept that I only ship to Switzerland. However, you can have access of my webpage or homepage, which is everything linked down in the description down below, from everywhere on this world. So it should be international. If you want to help me in any ways, you can just go and click on the website and just go through the categories and have a check what I have. Because every click on my webpage also brings me higher in the Google ranking, in the advertisement, in the search list, in the SEO search list actually. So if you want to help me, even though you cannot buy anything from me, you can go and click on the homepage and on the online shop and just go a little bit through the categories or so. That would be really nice actually. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but if you think I'm doing a great job also with YouTube videos and so on and you want to support me in any ways, but you cannot buy from me, just go on the webpage and click through the categories. That would be really, really nice. So far from that, to which countries I'm shipping, just Switzerland, Fürstentum Liechtenstein, for the many, many reasons that I have mentioned, and there are many, many reasons more. One reason that also specifically came to my mind is, for example, I know that if I have to ship to Germany, I need to register my web shop there as a company. And then I have to pay taxes there. I don't want to do that. So that is also the laws. Each country has different laws that I must keep in mind, that if I want to ship internationally, I must register my shop in every other country. But my shop is not really something that I make money of it. It is just basically to get rid of stuff. And maybe I'd make 1 or 2 Swiss francs profit, but not much, because I need to cover first of all the expensive costs of the web hosting. Yeah, so these are the many, many reasons. I'm so sorry for you if you wanted to buy something from me, for my online shop, that I don't ship to your country. but you must also respect my ideas about it. You must respect that I simply cannot do that. I wish I could. I wish it would be easier to ship outside. I mean, yeah, I could then get rid of more stuff, right? But and I gain new customers also, so then the community will increase, it will get bigger, and so I can get my position in the market a little bit higher if I can ship internationally. But it is simply not possible due to borders, due to currency differences, due to everything that comes on top. So yeah, that is what I wanted to say into which countries I'm shipping. Then, for those in Switzerland, Fürstentum Liechtenstein, may be asking what payment options do you offer on your online shop. I do have many payment options. I do offer you to pay, first of all, by prepay on my bank account. So the prepay one is actually the one who I don't lose money. I will come to that later. So if you pay on my bank account directly, I don't lose any money. Then there is also Twint. Twint is a Swiss version of PayPal. We have sort of PayPal in Switzerland, but PayPal didn't really got big in Switzerland. So Swiss people, or also they didn't really advertise PayPal in Switzerland. So we got instead Twint, which is similar. You got instant payment. So when you send the money, they immediately get it, and so on. Twint. There are two versions of Twint that I offer in my online shop. One version is directly to my phone number, which also I will not lose any money. So, but that means for the customer who is buying my things is actually a little bit more steps to do. So not everyone wants to do these extra steps. Then I'm offering the second version of Twint, which is directly in the app, which means when you are on your cart and it comes like you want to buy now, then you have the listings of the methods that you can pay. Then you choose Twint, and then this Twint is directly connected with your app on your phone, and then it goes super fast. So you go in, say yes, I want to pay this amount, yes, that's correct, payment done. So it is a thing from a few seconds, if not, yeah, max of 1 minute. And that payment of Twint directly connected with your app on your phone is actually a payment that I have to pay fees. So to implement these payments, like that specific Twint, same values for the credit card. So I offer also credit card. Now we have Twint, direct Twint, I will call it, and the credit card options. They are from behind that implementation of my website. There is a company who makes profit out of it. So every time someone is paying per credit card or directly per the Twint app, I have to pay a certain amount of fees. So this certain amount of fees the company takes actually for themselves to cover the costs that they have for to run their pages and whatever. So that is the thing. So I offer you actually 4 versions of payment. 2 of them are Twint. So Twint Direct on my phone, which by the way, directly means I get the money immediately without any lose. So direct payment per Twint means actually like payment from PayPal, friends and family. So friends and family, you don't have to pay any fees. And the same is for Twint directly on my phone number. You don't have to, or I don't have to pay any fees. So I got, if you buy something for 25 Swiss francs, I get 25 Swiss francs. However, if you pay via the Twint app, which is more convenient for you as a customer, I understand that I have to pay fees. So yeah, you must consider that. But I'm offering all these options because I also want to do for the customers a little bit easier. So I'm offering these 2 tools with credit card and the Twint app. Then it is more easier for you. But in the back, I have to give an amount or a certain percentage of the money to the company who is running actually this modular thing that I can pay, or that you can pay with directly, and that's totally fine. I could have, I was free to choose that option to do with the Twint and the credit card app. So but I decided to do that to make it for the customers a little bit easier. That's okay. So, but if you want to support me, really support me, then you choose prepayment or the Twint directly on my phone number. But that's another topic. So you are free to choose whatever you want. So that's the options I can offer you right now. Then next question is, how long will I have to wait till the package arrives? So I do have a policy from 2 to 5 business days for packing your order. I need to do that because also I'm working actually. My real job is, yeah, I have a real job beside the hobby of an online shop. So online shop is not covering my daily costs, is not covering my rent. So the online shop is a hobby. I do have a real job, and I start early in the morning. I get home late in the evening. So I need the time to prepare your order. Also because I want to make each order really special. So I get like a personal note. I get like a goodie bag in there. I pack, of course, your stuff that you ordered, right? So I have to do that, and that needs time. I need to print your label for the postage. I need to bring it to the post office so they ship it to you. So I take the 2 to 5 business days to do that, to prepare your packaging and to actually put it to the post office. Then shipping costs, not shipping costs, but shipping time comes on top. Usually Switzerland has 2 options of shipping: A-Post, or B-Post. A-Post means it is faster. So if I can bring the package before lunchtime, it will arrive to you the next day. But that's not always the case for me. That's not always possible for me. I have to work. So I need to figure out a way. Then there is the B-Post, that is the slower version, which shipping days are 2 to 3 days, business days. Now you must think there is no shipping of packagings at the weekends. Then if there are holiday seasons or vacation seasons where everything is closed, that is also not a shipping day. So you keep in mind that maybe the waiting time will be prolonged due to weekends, due to holidays or so. So yeah. Anyways, I always try to ship out your packagings as fast as possible, but I have to give myself the time from 2 to 5 business days after I receive the payment, of course. So yeah, I need your confirmance, which happens automatically, that the payment is been done, and proceed, and then I do that. So yeah, that's also a thing. I will not ship if the payment is not here, if the money is not here, because the risk is for me too high. That's also why I don't offer the option of bills. So I know I work in the accountant, and I know that is not fun to run after the money from customers, and I will not do that since it is a hobby shop, and I don't have the nerves to do that. So the things that I offer you are instant payments actually. So I will ship as soon as the money arrives, right? Then yeah, 2 to 5 business days, just to give me enough time to prepare your packaging and bring it to the post office. So for future, I will also link the shop link in the descriptions down below. So in all the future videos, my shop link will be in the description down below. So you actually will then see that if you are reading the descriptions. So not everyone is doing that, but if so, then you see there is the link to the online shop. And also it helps to, yeah, if I mention the online shop, timelesstoys.ch, timelesstoys.ch, it will also, yeah, go a little bit higher in the market. That would be great. So I want to have positioned myself a little bit higher in the secondhand market, specialized on toys, on secondhand toys. So, and mostly vintage stuff. So That is also a thing, right? What I'm selling, do I sell new toys or what? No, I mostly sell vintage toys. Vintage toys I'm considering also 80s, 90s toys, early 2000s toys are for me also vintage. So that is what I will sell. Sometimes there are newer stuff on my webpage, which can happen because maybe I got it double, or maybe I don't want to keep it anymore or so. So it is not basically a 100% second-hand shop for vintage toys, but also there are some newer stuff in there. I mean, for someone is 2021 newer, for me 2021 is already 5 years ago. So it is not considered vintage in terms of the definition of vintage, but it is long ago. 5 years are for me a long time. So yeah, that is what I have to say about my shop. I really hope you like this in between video, which I will upload not on the regular base, so it will be in between two videos, and now you know about it. And if you want to know, or if you want to get the notification, specifically if you are like from Switzerland and Fürstentum Liechtenstein and you didn't have bought anything yet, but you want to be notified by new arrivals, I do have also offering a newsletter on my webpage. So you can subscribe to the newsletter, and every time there are new products on the shop, you get notifications like, hey, there's new products, here's the link if you want to go check it out, and so on. So, and also if you want to unsubscribe, you can do that as well, quite easy. So that is what I can offer you if you want to get the notifications directly from the shop. But also I will post the most things over on Instagram. So if you want to be interested not only as a customer, but you want to know what are you selling, or maybe there is something nice or so, I will do some postings over on Instagram, which will be in German. Plus I will do some reels in Swiss German. So Instagram I will use not only to advertise my regular videos on my YouTube channel, which are in English, but also to advertise the things that I have for my shop. So I will try to find a way not to mix them, actually, because I don't want to, that's maybe also a point, actually, talking about my name. I don't want yet to change my name from Vintage Gaudi to Timeless Toys. I could do that because it would then be one brand, you know, like the brand optimization. Is that a word? I don't know, but for now I still want to be Vintage Gaudi over on YouTube and Instagram, but it is with like a side business called Timeless Toys. So for now I will stay with Vintage Gaudi. What you have probably noticed is that my logo has changed, actually. The logo is now on YouTube and Instagram a new one. I had previously my Polly Pocket logo, and that was for quite a year my signature, actually, the Polly Pocket logo. But now I have changed it to that logo with a lot of toys, which is actually also the logo from Timeless Toys. So I do have this mixing, actually, the two businesses, doing YouTube videos as Vintage Gaudi and having the business as Timeless Toys. Why I did, oh, maybe that's also a good question, why I didn't name my business Vintage Gaudi, actually, or my online shop Vintage Gaudi, because I was thinking about it, if I shouldn't name it Vintage Gaudi, would make everything a little bit easier and so on, but Vintage Gaudi is not saying what's about. So vintage, yeah, you know, vintage, but it doesn't definition, is it about toys, is it about fashions, is it about furniture, is it about, what is it, vintage? Gaudi. And Gaudi is actually an old German word which means pleasure. So it is vintage fun, vintage pleasure, vintage happiness, or so, something in that range. And I wanted to have a shop who says what it is, like Timeless Toys. So timeless can be everything, and toys, it describes what it is, toys. So that is why I came up with that idea of timelesstoys.ch, and not with vintagegaudi.ch or so. So yeah, that's other thoughts about it. I keep, however, open to eventually change my name, but There's also, I have to consider, maybe the name Timeless Toys is on YouTube or on Instagram already occupied, so I cannot use it. And then why should I change a name if I cannot use that name? So for now, I will stay Vintage Gaudi, but I will advertise my shop on my Vintage Gaudi social media channel. So, and for you to know, I upload videos, the regular Vintage Gaudi videos, the toy hunting tour videos, the unboxing videos, the trade box videos, and whatever. I do have the videos on Monday and Friday. So I upload twice a week these videos. So that means Monday and Friday I do have the postings on my social medias in English. While for the shop I want to do another scale. For the shop I might do postings in between. So like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or maybe I will do Saturday, Sunday or so. So that is what you can kind of keep for yourself in mind, that everything Vintage Gaudi related does have a specific time. Exceptions are hauls from flea markets, because the flea markets are happening at the weekend. So I might post them at the weekend. But other than that, everything that has to do with my shop, I will post at another day than my regular postings for my YouTube videos. So it sounds complicated, but does it make any sense for you? So I kind of, how I try to describe as much as possible what are my thoughts about it. So yeah, still for the moment I stay Vintage Gaudi. It is my signature, but maybe, I don't know, maybe in future or so I kind of change my name then to Timeless Toys. Not a thing that I will do in the next few weeks or months or so, but maybe if my shop will grow, if my shop will grow and I actually can break even, or I can do like more into the profit section, then maybe I will change my name to Timeless Toys. But if I have to close my shop in a year, well, not in a year, or maybe 2 years or 3 years, then it doesn't make sense to change my name, because then the shop is gone and I am Timeless Toys and not Vintage Gaudi anymore. So maybe that helps actually to remind me to not change my name. So yeah, this is a thought that will be in some years that I will do, if I will change my name or not to Timeless Toys. But I stay for now Vintage Gaudi. I hope that's fine for you, but the logo has changed, so I had to adapt it a little bit. Since also the reason why I also changed the logo, you see there on this logo many toys, many different toy lines, and the previous logo was just a Polly Pocket. So I'm not only a Polly Pocket collector anymore. I have more Barbies than Polly Pockets. I have meanwhile probably more ponies than Polly Pockets. So I got more into a variety of toys, and so that's also the reason why I changed the logo, which also happens to be the logo from my online shop. So a little bit about that. I hope you understand it. I try to explain as good as possible. If you have still some questions, write me down in the comment section down below. So I hope that is it about my shop, and if you want to go and visit it, link is down in the description down below. If you want to purchase something from me from Switzerland or Fürstentum Liechtenstein, thank you, that would be great. Supporting small businesses and help me to cover the costs. Yeah, so let's go. Hope you like this video, in this in-between video about my online shop, and please go check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button, and we'll see us in the next video with Vintage Gaudi. Bye!
Ein Ort voller Erinnerungen, ein Ort wie früher. Ein Ort wie dein Kinderzimmer. Vermisst du dein Lieblingsspielzeug? Weggegeben und nun du es bereust, dann komm bei uns vorbei. Hier findest du allerlei. Timelesstoys.ch, der richtige Ort ist unser Shop. Schöne Sachen der Vergangenheit stehen hier für dich bereit. Schau mal rein, für groß und klein. Was für eine Freude es doch war. Lieblingsspielzeug einfach wunderbar. Mit der Zeit jedoch verlegt es wurde oder gar noch schlimmer. Leider war es nicht für immer und heute es fehlt nur noch Gedanken von anderen. Jedoch bei uns kannst du es wandeln. vergangene Zeiten findest du bei uns. Timelesstoys.ch, der richtige Ort ist unser Shop. Schöne Sachen der Vergangenheit stehen hier für dich bereit. Schau mal rein, für groß und klein. Ein Ort voller Erinnerungen, ein Ort wie früher. Ein Ort wie dein Kinderzimmer. Vermisst